Kevin Durant suffered one of the worst injuries in basketball, but one man helped him come back better than ever. When KD blew out his Achilles in the 2019 finals, everyone thought his career was over, and you can't really blame them. Tearing the largest tendon in your body, which helps you run and jump, is never easy. KD's injury also happened when he was nearing 31, where multiple studies show that players who suffer that injury around that age only play an average of 2 or 3 more seasons. When they do play, their production is nowhere near the stats they used to have. There's a ton of evidence that backs this up. DeMarcus Cousins went from being an all-star with these numbers at 27 to scoring less than 10 points a game just 3 years later. Chauncey Billups might have torn his Achilles when he was already 35, but he was still scoring 15 points and played more than 30 minutes a game before it happened. Billups only played 39 games in 2 years, and his stats were cut in half. Kobe Bryant was averaging 27 points on 46% from the field before his injury. 3 years later, his scoring and field goal averages dropped by almost 10 points. And let's not forget when Isaiah Thomas tore his Achilles, he never even played again.
I had to walk away from basketball. I left it all right on the court.
KD's Achilles tear was even the only reason the Knicks never offered him a max deal in free agency. Not that KD would have accepted it anyway. So how did KD do it and still have the stats better than before his injury? It's actually 2 things. The first is the encouragement he got from the people who had the injury before him. KD got a text from Kobe moments after it happened and got advice from the first person ever to come back from the injury like nothing ever happened. The second is actually a guy KD knew since he was in OKC and is actually one of the biggest reasons he chose to sign with Brooklyn. It's Dr. Martin O'Malley, team physician of the Nets. See, right after KD tore his Achilles, he knew he couldn't trust the Warriors' medical staff anymore. One person he could trust though was O'Malley, the man who performed surgery on his ankle 8 years ago. Once KD's surgery was done, O'Malley was there every step of his recovery process. He even FaceTimed KD's therapist to make sure each exercise was done right. And he's not the only athlete O'Malley's been able to help recover from a possible career-ending foot injury. He repaired torn tendon on Brook Lopez's left ankle in 2014, helped Karis LeVert recover from his dislocated foot in 3 months, and if you think it ends with just Nets players, you'd be wrong, since KD's recovery has changed the landscape for what most people call a career-ending injury. Some athletes now prefer to recover exactly the way KD did it. Sterling Shepard and future teammate Edmund Sumner went to O'Malley when they tore their Achilles. Now Patriots QB Mac Jones is trusting O'Malley with his ankle. Everyone already knew KD was different, and his play 3 years removed from his Achilles injury just proved it, once and for all.